Rhonda.
Hello. That meeting was announced in December 17th. Minutes says it's at 2:30
It was? From now on?
From now on,
Did you say the paper said 5 though?
so does the city website.
Oh, we got,
For what?
your meetings, your,
Juanita meeting,
meetings.
the paper said 5, and the Juanita webpage thinks it's 5.
No comment.
Oops. Well, now you know, right?
It happened.
Yeah, right. Hey Kathy,
Hello.
how are you?
Cold, sick of this weather, well good.
Oh, come on, that's okay.
So sparkly, fluffy. Yeah, it's fluffy and sparkly, but getting down to my parents' house is almost impossible.
Not bad, huh?
I got Dad's pen, how Dad's putting them on. I'm not even trying to bring them in here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Kip.
How we doing?
Oh, pretty good.
And also made a comment that mission states are not on the list that they were.
Okay.
Something for. Yeah, I looked for it. Gotcha.
Uh-huh. Hello.
But it's right.
Hey, Paul.
Long time no see.
Yeah, we'll put you on first. Yes, you really did. You must see my driveway. Hey, Colin, you're gonna be gone. Can I store your skidder at my house?
No.
Why not? I know your combination.
You had one, you chose to get rid of it.
Yeah,
Really
so.
don't care.
What's that got to do?
It needs maintenance, I've been told.
Improper planning on your part.
That has nothing to do with anything, man. It's a shame, but it's too darn far away.
That last time you borrowed it, you wrecked it.
Yeah, it's not my fault you had a faulty, fitting.
You tested it for him. Found all the faults
Talking
in
about
it.
you ripped out my trickle charger that was plugged in.
That's right.
If you use it more often, you wouldn't need a trickle charger.
I was showing you the flaws.
Person blamed it on my wife, too.
Well, yeah, it was her fault. She scared the crap out of me. January 14th.
It's to do with the audit.
Kind of on the
Oh.
house. Okay. What are you doing for now? I have my cars and like normally I'll just kind of go flying and check them. Which I was kind of almost pretty good, you know.
Hello.
Can I have a bill?
Okay, it's 6:30. We will call the February 11th, 2019 City Commission meeting to order. This is the approval of the January 14th minutes. Do we have a chance to review those?
I'll move to approve the January 14th meeting minutes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. Any addition, corrections, questions? If not, Colin?
Yes.
Kip?
Yeah.
Mike?
Aye.
No?
Aye.
Yes. Okay, next is the January financials. Do we get a chance to review those?
Make a motion to approve financials for January.
I had a question on that.
Well, let's get a
So,
second first.
okay, I'll second that.
Okay, now discussion.
The library, we're transferring them over to their own deal.
Yeah.
Was that day, when were you planning on doing that part of it?
January 1st. So
Okay.
we've been transitioning like bills and stuff to them as well.
So this should clear up then now
Yeah.
on here, right? Okay,
So if there was something that was paid in that pile, it was because it was December stuff.
okay, so from here on in, we shouldn't have any more library stuff in the financial.
Right.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Any other questions or comments on the financials? Colin?
Yes.
Kip?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
No?
Aye.
Yes. Okay, Waida asked to be moved up, so we'll move them up.
Yeah, we just came, so we had a meeting at 3:30 here today, and Hannah did put in her resignation as the economic development director. So, obviously, we kind of had a lot of things to figure out. Quite a bit of concern on the board with what has kind of been put in place, what we're gonna be willing to continue doing. So, we just kind of want to let the commission know. We have another meeting scheduled for February 20th at 3:30, and then tentatively our annual meeting the 26th at 6 o'clock if it works out.
February, right?
Correct.
What time would that be, the 6 o'clock you said?
Yeah, tentatively.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But, so the 20th at 3:30, you know, we have a lot of decisions to make at that meeting.
Sure.
So, anyone that wants to come and any ideas, like I said, it's kind of a lot of things to mop up on. Tanya is going to work through February, kind of finish transitioning some things, and then she'll be moving on, so.
Okay. Any questions for,
I'm sorry to see you go.
Thank you.
You were great for the community and you're gonna be missed.
Thank you. Not going anywhere. Just have to come back and park up at RDO.
We can do that.
On, I guess, just kind of wanted to mention, I mean, there is, you know, I don't know what the city commission or the city would be open to, but it is possible that we might come with some requests of some things to help, and if that's not there, you know, some things might disappear, so just want to be open with that.
well, we're open, free to come
Yep.
whenever,
So
so.
once we kind of get some of those things together, we'll just come and keep everyone updated.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Any other questions? No? Okay. Four Seasons Tree and Yard?
Yep.
Oh, okay,
It's actually my husband that's supposed to be here.
okay.
We also own the towing company. He's in the mess with the storm, so I'm here.
Oh, Betty.
Can we reschedule ours? Can we get put on the next agenda?
Sure, yeah,
He's the one that requested.
that's fine,
Okay.
sure.
That's all. I just wanted to make sure you guys didn't know how to call if you guys were in meeting, so.
Okay, when's the next meeting? It's March
11?
Yeah, I think so.
March 11th, or March 12th?
March 11th.
Or no,
March 11th.
March, oh, sorry, that's the wrong calendar. March 11th, yeah, okay, very good, thank you. Okay, City Hall front door quotes. Okay, these are the quotes for the crash bars for the two doors out here. Yep. We have one for $1,165 and the other one for $873.90. And that's both includes installation.
Didn't we have Guardian do something not too long ago in some of the doors?
They might have put those key fobs in, I don't know. I don't know if they're the ones that did it or not.
I want to say that's Great Plains Security.
Oh, okay, oh, yeah, right, yeah, I think you're right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did the front door up here quit acting up? There for a while, it was staying open by itself.
No, she just shut it off because it
Yeah.
was so cold.
Yeah, I shut it off because something was sticking on the handicap deal. They
Oh.
used it, so I didn't know if it came out of it yet or not.
No, she just left it shut off.
Okay, so that might be an issue after it warms up, because maybe when it warms up, there's a little moisture in that switch.
Okay. But that really, that handicapping doesn't
Yeah.
affect these at all.
No.
Right.
I make a motion, we go with the quote from Guardian. Like to see that get done fairly quick. From a safety standpoint.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? Colin?
Aye.
Kit?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
yes. Okay. Okay, we got the captain's cabin special permit. I'm guessing that's why you're here.
Me.
So they submitted a special, event permit for February 16th, from 3 PM to 1 AM at the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center.
Those times have been revised to if that matters.
Okay.
They now are requesting us from 6 until 9. The times of the party haven't been discussed before permit this one.
I see no problem with it. So we'll move to approve the special permit for the captain's cabin.
I'll second.
Discussion? Colin?
Aye.
Kit?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
No?
Aye.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a
We'll
nice one.
we'll have to update that form then.
Yeah, I'll update it and then get it.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Pledge of securities?
So I'll just pass this around, security, so I just need you guys to, review and approve, accept. Yeah, I don't have a copy with me there.
Copy of this. Is that what you
No,
want?
the Guardian.
Oh, the Guardian. You can have mine. I don't think I need it.
Thank you.
Yep.
For the what? Yeah, he's got it.
The storefront? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so I just need you guys to approve, if you've reviewed it. Okay, good.
I'll make a motion to approve the pledge of securities.
Move second.
Discussion? Colin?
Aye.
Kit?
All right.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
yes. Capital asset policy.
So we're in the middle of our audit, and the next few items are policies that they are suggesting that we have in place. So I sent you their template of what they suggest. It's up to you if you want to change something or not do it, or... So this capital asset policy, you're basically telling or setting up a standard as far as what you're going to classify as a capital asset. The highlights would be that they're asking for 1 year fiscal life of not less than 1 year, an estimated capitalization value of $5,000 or greater, be designated a capital improvement or capital asset. And then they've also broke out the different classifications and useful life of those classifications. So the building and infrastructure, they've got 20 to 75 years, so that would be with the term that you would depreciate those assets. Machinery and equipment is 5 to 20 years. Land and improvements is indefinite. So this is just a template. If you want to just, if you have any questions, discussion,
And this is something we can, look at, take a little more in-depth time and read it, and then, if you've got questions, and stuff, write them down, and, we table it till next meeting too.
Did we have a policy from before?
No.
So this is basically a suggestion for a new policy? Okay.
Yep.
We had an inventory before, which probably hasn't been updated in a long time, but, that was about it.
Yeah.
Can we have Wendell look this over too, just to make sure that,
Yep.
Okay. So we'll table it then.
And is there a deadline that this has to be?
There is no deadline. It's just something that, during the audit, that this is something that they've come across that we don't have, and so they're suggesting to have a policy in place. I would guess that once they do the final audit, or, the final process, that they'll have some recommendation as far as the timeline, but they're not complete yet, so at this point, there's no deadline.
Do you know when that final will be?
I asked them to have it done by February 15th, but I would guess that it'll be later than that.
So we're
Soon,
going to be past that anyway,
right.
the next meeting. Okay.
And the next one is the fund to balance policy.
So this policy is basically defining all your different kinds of funds and what they're used for. And saying there's no policy in place, so this is their template or their recommendation.
Once again, we can do the same thing with this one. And unless somebody has questions on it right now.
So the different funds that are listed here, does that, for the most part, encompass what we have?
Yeah, so they're basically defining what all those different, when you go back and you look at your financial report, all those different funds, they're basically defining each of those funds.
So as these are written, would conform to what we need, other than maybe some little tweaks as far as in the capital asset, maybe if we're gonna make that change different from more or less than 5,000.
Right.
That's just something to, just, didn't wanna come next meeting and nobody's had a chance to look at it, and we gotta hash it over again. So, give it some thought.
Yeah. Good. And then, of course, the third one is the fraud prevention investigation. That would almost go into our handbook too, wouldn't it? I mean, the personnel policy, I would think.
You could.
Once again, just read through it and, you know, think of any questions or whatever, and then, you know, you can always come in and talk to Rainey about it or whatever on any of these, so. So, yeah, I think we'll, like I said, we'll just table all three of these until next time. Hopefully everybody has a chance to look through them. Is that good with everybody?
Good with you?
Yeah.
Do we need to make a motion for that, or?
Not to table it, okay. No. Okay. North Dakota Sewage Pump and Lift Station Service Contract?
Yes, I received in the mail a contract, which, from my understanding from Brian, is that you've done this every year, this annual,
No.
Well, they've come and performed the
This-
services, but you've not had the
No,
actual
we've
contract.
never had to have a contract with them.
So this is the first time you've had to have.
But they come and do it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
He happens to work on a pump for something, and he says, you guys need those pulled, and they haven't been pulled in a while, we say, yeah, go ahead, check it.
So I did look back and you have paid for it,
Mhm.
you've just not had a paper contract,
Yeah.
Usually paid fast.
$625, in which that's what it is now.
Very reasonable for what they do.
Definitely.
Well, they do a lot of stuff. I mean, you know, there's like 6 pumps, so.
I make a motion that we accept the contract.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Questions? Colin?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
You said aye, yeah.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
No,
Aye.
yes. What was that, 625?
Yep.
Memorial Hall Wi-Fi password?
So you're aware that we've gotten Wi-Fi over at the Memorial Hall, and so now we just need to decide how we want to handle the guest password and letting people know. And we've had just a couple people ask about it, but we need to come up with how we want to handle that. What your thoughts are on?
Since with the buildings, I talked to Hazen, and they have a password that they hardly ever change because they get a report every 6 months if anybody's doing anything illegal with the deal. They also have a park over there that is wide open, where they don't have any password, where people go during their lunch hour. I talked to up in Underwood. They use the library one up there because it's in the same building, and they just post it on the outside of the outside of the library, so when people walk past, they'll have it. So what we could do is try to keep a single password that everybody that uses the hall a lot would know, and if we have problems, then we can look at it and change it.
I think that, you know, basically the people in town are paying for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it should be usable by anybody that wants to go in there. And like you said, if problems arise, then we might have to change the policy. But in my opinion, for now, leave it open, you know, for anybody that comes in there.
With the basic password.
The basic password.
Right.
correct. The guest.
Yep, guest password,
Yeah,
yep.
exactly.
So I make a motion that we leave the password what it is, because I tried it the other day and it did work. And it worked in the basement.
Post it on the wall or what?
And post it on the wall or give it out when somebody rents it for an event. And then we can keep a close eye on it and go from there.
Okay, go see if there's a second.
Second.
Okay, now discussion. So, you want to post it or not? Or just
Yeah,
give it to
I
people
want
that?
to post it
Okay.
and give it to the people
okay.
that are, let's say somebody comes in from out of town to do a PowerPoint,
Right.
they would have it. And the people that kind of use the hall a lot will get accustomed to what the password is for right now.
Right.
And that way we don't have people coming and pulling in from out of town that don't actually use the place trying to use it.
I just wasn't sure
Yep.
if you were just going to give it out to people or if you were going to be posted.
Just post it,
Yeah.
I think would be the best for now.
Right, okay.
So post it on the wall in
In the hall.
hall, okay.
Yep.
To the front door, I suppose, or something.
Yeah, yeah. People will find it or ask and all of a sudden it'll get around.
Yeah, some people know already, so,
Mhm.
okay. Any other discussion? Colin?
Aye.
Kit?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
No?
Aye.
Yes. Okay. So you'll make a sign, Rainey, I guess?
Yep.
League of Cities March Madness.
So I would just like to attend the March Madness. I didn't do the fall seminar that they did just because I was new and didn't really know, but this March one looks pretty interesting, so I'd like to attend that. March 26th and 27th, and then Jackie said she would cover the office before it went.
Where are you going?
The school board like to fight for me meeting night, so.
Oh, okay.
You had 25 minutes.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did look over that agenda. It looks like it's gonna be a really good one.
Yeah.
I'm really considering going to that,
Okay.
if I can get away.
Yeah, it's open to all elected and appointed officials. $170 is the registration fee.
Will you be spending the night there then and
No, I'd probably drive.
probably drive back and forth? So, when does registration have to be in, do you know?
Okay.
The Blacker Room is at March 1st.
Cancellations are right March 19th, so. If that means anything. That's just for fun.
I don't see the date.
I don't either. Thought I had one. Anyway, I would like also for permission to go to that if I can make the schedule work. So we'll need a motion for Rainey and possibly myself to go. I will make that motion.
You gonna pay your own way?
No?
We'll pay for hers, but not yours.
It's not discussion time.
I'll second.
Okay, now it's.
No time for discussion.
Yeah, we have to know whether you're going by the 19th, right?
Yeah. Discussion on that?
Would it be possible to see if Jackie wants to also attend, if we could get Julie to come in and cover the office?
I asked her and she really didn't
Okay,
want to at this point. She thought,
okay, in the future maybe.
yeah, maybe in the future. Because I asked her.
Okay. Any other discussion? Colin?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
No?
Aye.
Yes. storefront improvement. That's, on January 21st, Wayuta Board approved the storefront improvement for this funeral home. And this completes the project, is that right? Okay. And so the amount is $3,758.36, correct?
About it, something more.
No, so it's 2,498.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reading off this one.
Nope.
I'm reading off the minutes.
Oh, okay, this is the initial, okay, because you already got part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it, okay. Yeah, it's really hard to read on this copy, I don't know about yours.
Blurry.
So what is it, 2,425
98 and 25
cents, okay. So we need a motion to approve that.
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll second that motion.
okay, discussion. Colin?
Yes.
Good.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
No?
Aye.
Yes. Okay. So we have, let's see, where am I at here? We have the, looks like 82S. Eric's not gonna be here. Okay, so, I think we all have a copy of this. Thank you. 2018 intake improvement project update. The site survey work is complete. Terracon should have their final report by Friday. Okay? And sometime before the next meeting, probably Colin and I and maybe the engineers, will meet with Doug Price to discuss, you know, a land cost. You know, obviously we won't make any decisions without commission approval, but, you know, once we know that the site is acceptable for the project, then we'll probably talk to them for the next meeting and bring that at the next meeting. That's okay. Questions on that? Okay, the future street improvements, we had asked them for some initial figures on, you know, to do across the highway and then up by the water tower. They have sent me some initial figures, but they need to be worked on a little bit. So, and I'll be working with them on that because we want to narrow the actual streets down a little bit tighter than what they've got here. So we'll probably be presenting that at the next meeting. And then once again, you know, the reason we're doing this is if we decide to go with a project, hopefully we can give somebody an idea of what their cost is going to be, rather than them finding out, you know, only after the project is done. Any questions on that? And then the final thing, David Lindell has sent the letter about the water treatment plant ceiling to PKG. I don't know if you have a copy of, is there a copy of that in here, or?
No, because we just got that today.
Okay.
That's why you
Okay.
haven't written on it.
So if anybody wants a copy of that, they can get a hold of me. I think it was a pretty good letter. We'll see what happens.
So how long is this gonna drag out?
No, it's only been,
7, 8 years.
yeah, so hopefully, he's asking, that it be corrected by June 28th, 2019. And they're asking that, the plan be submitted to, A2S by March 15th. So,
Okay.
that's where we're at with that. Any questions on that? Other questions? Okay. Okay, portfolios.
Nothing on the water. Update on the standard. It is here. If you wanna call it a standard. I don't know what I'd call it.
It's a standard,
but, yeah, quality is not real impressive. I spoke to Rodney from Swanston. He come up, looked at it, agreed, was not very happy with it. I did get a call from the owner of Swanston. They're working on some other options, trying to get us some idea, something else that we could purchase. Obviously, it won't be this winter. But he did give us the okay to get this one ready, use it if we need to. The option at this point is to get it ready, but not to use it unless our main sander goes down. So it's functional if we need it, but I don't believe we'll have to use it.
And they will take it back, right?
Yes. So if we do get a bill from them, do not pay it.
Anything else?
Not for me.
Good. Good.
No, I got nothing.
Mike?
Several things. The progress, it looks like it's going real well at the hall. You're doing a lot of work with it. It looks good so far. Things are coming along.
That we are, right now, it's gonna be plumbing and electrical, so.
Right, so it does look good. There is an issue on the outside where the support pipes for the air conditioners got a little water in them and started to expand and crack. I contacted John, I believe it is, but it's been too cold, too blustery. But the plan is to drill holes in the bottom to let the water weep out and weld up the cracks and see how that goes. I'll report back when I get an estimate and see what we can do with it.
Okay.
Since we have the internet over at the Memorial Hall, I was thinking that just check in with Rainey and for a camera, an extra camera to be put in just to hook to our system. If it's too expensive, we might be able to go another way, but we're just looking for, just so they can look, see what's going on at the hall during the day when nobody's around over there from over here instead of running over there and, see if, so that there isn't somebody causing trouble over there. And if it hooks to our system and it's, we need a price.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I like the idea.
Good.
so we'll work on that. If not, maybe we'll need a standalone system that runs an app that'll hook into our computers. Because there are some good systems out there, so.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll keep working on that.
Okay.
Nothing, just was gonna ask how the collection for the water was going, if you had any updates, I guess?
No updates
Not really?
yet.
Okay. Otherwise, nothing.
Okay. At the Memorial Hall, cell phone reception in that building is absolutely horrible. Should we look into getting a booster, cell phone booster? It's okay if you stand by the doors or a window, but other than that, it's pretty bad.
Don't use cell phone.
Well, I was hoping that the internet access, they could keep people off the phone from chatting, but they could text in and out if they needed to through that.
Well, people can, I guess, make phone calls through the internet somehow, I don't know.
Right.
But,
Right, and that way they would have that option, but then we keep most people from talking when there's an event going on too. But it's a possibility.
might be something to check on.
Right.
Okay. Also, we got an opinion from David. Apparently that motion I made on December 10th, I wasn't allowed to put in there, we wanted accountability from WAEDA, for the 1 cent sales tax money. So, so with that, I am making a motion to rescind that part of the motion on December 10th. And the reasoning that is because 1 cent sales tax didn't say that in their motion. So that's my motion to rescind the part where they, have to give us updates.
I'll second.
Discussion. Colin?
Yes.
Okay.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Oh, yes. Okay. That's it, Rainey.
In the middle of our audit, they have found a few things. I'm sure that, once we get to the final report, then I'll go through it with you guys, but they've mentioned a few different things, so. They hopefully will have it done here soon. I asked for them to have it done by February 15th, but I don't think that will happen. I'm guessing it'll take a little bit longer just because there's still items that we're still working on to get to them, so I would guess that there'll be a little bit of a delay, but
Okay.
so far so good. So next, a little update on the water collection. I don't think I have anything else.
Brian?
The tree guy didn't show, and the ticket thing, I don't know what they've done as far as issuing tickets for parking non-doing cars. So they may have done it, I just don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
We talked about that today, so.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Mark? Rob? I don't know your name, but I know why you were here, so.
Would want to just make one comment too. I know I talked to Adam too,
Yeah.
Brian, but, during the snow removal, obviously, there was been some complaints with snow, using the snow gate. I'll keep my own thoughts on the snow gate to myself, but, if things break down, obviously at 6 in the morning, nobody's in the office, but, give an effort to, 8 o'clock when the office opens, if it's broke down, let somebody know so they can get it out to the public. Obviously, we're not gonna reach 100% of the people, but put it on the website, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
So at least they know that, okay, that the gate's broke down.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
Just to,
Yeah, huge.
give a courtesy call, so to speak.
Very good.
So,
Okay, anything else?
Is this for information or the prairie dogs?
Yes, for
Okay.
information.
Okay, bills? Everybody get a chance to review the bills? Do a motion to pay the bills?
Make a motion, pay the bills.
One second.
I'll second that.
Okay, any questions, comments, concerns on bills? Colin?
Aye.
Good.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
No?
Aye.
Yes. Okay, next meeting is March 11th at 6:30. We had a short meeting, I'm happy, meeting adjourned. Awesome.
Hey, Rainey, when is that special assessment meeting again?
The 15th, at 4:30. And I've got a package for the ambulance.
Yep.
Okay, can I give that to you?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's it.
4:30,
4:30.
and then that, stuff from you, stuff, do you have that ready, or?
I contacted my, partner, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think we'll be ready.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
It's almost nice to have that stuff ahead of time, so that.
Yeah, I
if we
know,
review it, you know what I mean?
I just found out today, and